Wow, that looks crazy. Hi everybody, happy weekend to you. It's not weekend when you're seeing this, but it is a Saturday for me currently, and honestly, I've just had the most lovely little day. I went out with my girlfriends last night. We were actually celebrating the 2-year anniversary of Bo, which is my darling friend and hairstylist, Armene's salon. It was so sweet of her. Obviously, she had her whole team there and they were celebrating their anniversary, but then she invited us gals to go along too, which was very, very sweet. So what a fun little night. And today, well, tonight, we have actually a gala to go to. We have a little charity gala soiree to go to, and we have to get very, very fancy. I've pulled out the gowns. We're going full ham, okay? I've got my blowout ready to go, and I thought, well, perfect. I will get ready with you, and we can have a little chat, talk about some little updates here. And I'm just like, I'm in the giggliest mood. Could it be because I was having a little energy drink? Yes, maybe. My heart is beating very, very fast. But also because I just love days like this. I was cleaning up around the house. I was finishing up some videos that needed editing. I was just like tying up a bunch of loose ends, soaking in a tan, preparing to get fabulous for the evening. Like it's just those girly little self-care days that just bring me so much life. And Dan was out all day. He went and hung out with his cousin. They went for lunch, played tennis, and I had a little solo day. It was just me and Meryl here in the house. So we're feeling good. We're feeling spry. And now it's time to get ready. So I just have face cream on and I'm just going to apply my brows to start. Just because especially when using the pen, it's a little bit more effective if you apply it before your base products, and sometimes I just, you know, habits can only die so hard and I just sometimes end up going straight in. But I did remember today to do my brows first, so that's nice. Now when I'm doing some extra glam, I don't like to change my makeup up too much actually. I do like to keep my products mostly the same, and I'm just loving the more natural makeup that I've been doing lately, so I'm gonna stick with the Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint, which is so pretty. Oh my gosh, also what I forgot to do today and I need to remember to do tomorrow. Maybe I'll have a little Sunday reset tomorrow, but I need to wash my brushes. Why is this always the tale? Why is it always the case? My brushes are always disgusting. It's been all month. Like it's literally been since our New York trip, like maybe even before that. They're gross. They need to be washed so very badly. But alas, that will just have to be a task for tomorrow. But oh, just look at this skin tint. Look at her. Is that a little light? Should I put a little bit of the deeper shade too? Maybe. Like, listen, it's actually hard to tell because I'm gonna be rinsing this off. This is gross, but I know you guys have seen me do this before, but when I put a fake tan on, I always use the Express and it looks a little bit crazy, but once you rinse it off, so much of the color leaves. So the difference in shade right now looks a little bit wild, but once I actually just, like, I do my makeup and then I just rinse my body off to try and give it maximum tanning time, so it won't look as crazy later. But I was thinking of doing a little deeper smoky eye. I can't really decide because I'm sure there's going to be some photos, like maybe some flash photos, which always makes your makeup kind of disappear. So I always like to go a little bit heavier with the makeup anyway, but not too heavy. Like I do just find that I look a little bit like an alien if I use too much eye makeup because I just don't love it on me. But either way, we'll try something a little bit more glam. A little bit, you guys know. That's not always too crazy for me, but I'm gonna start with a little bit of Tower 28 concealer. I'll just use that as a base. And I'll finish the rest of the face after just in case anything goes awry. You know what I should have done? I actually should have gotten some photo inspo for this. That's usually very helpful to get a little image of what you're wanting to create. Sometimes if I just go out of my own brain, it's like I've suddenly never done my makeup in my life and I forget everything that I know how to do. So I always do like to start with an eyeliner. So this is Victoria Beckham Cocoa, and I'm just gonna smudge a little bit of that on the eye. Just a classic little go-to. And then it's pretty much like I reach this point and I'm like, now what? Also, you probably can tell I'm speaking at a fast pace because I am getting ready in a little bit of a rush. I don't know why this always happens, but like truly, I had all day and I had the best day and got a lot done and I'm thrilled about it. But suddenly, when it's crunch time, it's time to actually get ready. I was like, oh, sick, I have an hour. And an hour to do an entire glam makeup, rinse off a tan, and do your blowout. Why does this always happen? I'm almost never leisurely getting ready. That's a rarity. Please tell me that I'm not alone. Please tell me that you guys are on the same page. It's like you think you have so much time and then suddenly, nope. I picture all the celebrities when they're getting ready for like red carpets, and the red carpet might start at 4 p.m. and they're like doing glam at 7 a.m. I'm like, that's just too early. I don't have media. I don't have press junkets to go do. I don't need to get ready that early. But then sometimes moments like this happen. I'm like, you know what? It would have been nice to have more time actually to just leisurely get it ready at a chilled pace and not be, you know, having a heart attack as I'm applying my eye makeup. That's never a good vibe. Also, sorry, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm literally just still smudging this all around. That's the one thing I love about this eyeliner in particular. You can literally blend it out forever and it'll just keep going. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for something so creamy like that. Sometimes I want something a little bit drier, but if I am kind of unsure of where I want my eye makeup to go, just being able to smudge something all around is kind of nice. Now I know I've put my tan on, so technically I could do a little bit of a warmer eye. I feel like that always looks nice, like really lean into that bronzy life, but I've been seeing so many of the like fall inspired makeup looks and the really nice cool tones, so I kind of want to lean into that a little bit more. You know when you see a really beautiful like gray brown cool tone smoky eye, like oh it's so good. Every time I do a smoky eye I find it leans a little bit warm, or like if I'm doing like a black and silver then that's different, but I really want to try and get like the perfect cool toned little smoky eye today. That's the attempt. Will it happen? We'll see. So starting with the eyeliner base, cool. You know what? In this exact moment, I don't actually remember what day I'm uploading this video, but I just have to say that currently, as of right now, we're a week away from Taylor Swift's new album launch, and I'm stupidly excited. I feel like such a freak, but I cannot wait. I have been blasting all of my favorite songs. I literally made a little Taylor Swift favorites playlist, and I have just been listening to it on repeat. Like, I can't even fathom an entire new album of new fabulous songs to get to listen to right now, because I just feel like we're so fed as Taylor Swift fans with so many beautiful songs and options. And like I was driving the other day, you guys. Oh my god, I was driving in the morning. I don't even know where we were going. Dan was having a nap. He was being passenger princess. And I was blasting my Taylor Swift favorites and the song Peter came on and I started weeping like a freak. Like I have been in such a good mood over the last few weeks. We have been rocking with this little fabulous lifestyle and I've been feeling so happy. And so sometimes like I'll listen to a song and waterworks will just hit me out of nowhere. Like that's the chokehold that Taylor Swift has on me. I'm like, why am I sobbing right now? This is so crazy. It'll be one song one day, like that day was Peter, and then the next day I was listening to My Tears Ricochet. Tears came out of my eyes. I'm like, what's wrong with me? Anyway, I'm like all over the TikTok about it. People are like, she's gonna be on the Graham Norton show, she's gonna be on Jimmy Fallon, and I'm like, give it to us, Taylor. We are so ready. I might have to go to the movie theater on the October like 3rd to 5th dates when she brings it out. Like I think I just have to make it happen. I'm here to support. Listen, I get so much love and enjoyment. I am happy to put some dollars towards Madame T Swizzle. You know what? She gets me through a lot of emotions. I get endless free enjoyment. Why not? I'll contribute. I'll participate. So to all my Swifties out there, just know, oh my god, when October 3rd rolls around, don't talk to me. I'm taking the day off. It should be a global holiday. Headphones in, weeping in a corner in my room. Anyway, I'm using the Makeup Mario, the Neutrals palette. I was just taking that little cool tone brown all over. I feel like that's nice. The one thing that always pisses me off with my eyelids is that I do have like wrinkly little eyelids that I literally have to like push around, but then I also have a really random weird bald spot. It's my left side. I know I've said this before, but my left side has a bald spot on my eyelid and then also my cheek. And they're just like the unblendable, unmakeup applicable areas of my face. I don't know why. I see your guys' comments and you say you have the same thing, and it's a mystery that I don't know if I will ever solve, but it is very bizarre. It drives me crazy and makes sometimes just making smoky eyes a little bit more difficult. So we do our best, but just right here on my eyelid, which is like the main part of my crease. It's just so hard to get eyeshadow to stick there. So it's always a little wonky, but I'm sure if like Nikki Makeup or Lisa Eldridge were doing our makeup, they'd be able to figure it out. They'd be like, no worries, we just do this little trick. And you'd be like, oh, okay. Thank you for your professional brain, perfect. Until then, we'll just struggle along. So once I get to this point, it's always that choice between, do I go deeper or do I let the light smoky eye live? Like I love how this looks. I think it's nice. I think I want a little bit more on the lash line. So I'm just gonna dip into this deeper brown right here with a tiny little brush and just add a little bit of depth. Just a little poke, 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 poke. And then I just take a clean blending brush and just kind of, you know, flick around. All right, the final thing I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna leave it matte, crazy, okay, I'm gonna dip into this light shade here, the little chalky shade, and I'll just put a little bit of that right on the inner corner. And I find that that just makes a nice difference. Just a slight brightening effect, especially because my eyes right there are like so blue and purple, because I never sleep. It's like permanently etched into me now. I'm a new shade. Yeah, I feel like that's nice. And then I can just do mascara. Maybe I'll leave it matte. Once we're finished the makeup, we can decide if we want to add any more depth. But for now, I think that's okay. Let me just do mascara to complete the moment and see how we feel. I didn't have it in myself to go with grace. It's just playing in my head. It's just on repeat. Sorry, not sorry. To quote Taylor Swift, imagine making someone feel badly about things that make them happy and excited, okay? We don't accept musical taste slander here, and we also don't accept T-Swizzle slander here. Now, if you wanted to go real fancy with it, you could put some, I just rubbed mascara everywhere. Classic. Why now? I find sometimes if I just take my little eyeshadow brush, I can just rub it away and it kind of disappears, but anyway, if you wanted to make it a little extra dramatic, obviously you could put some lashes. I'm just not interested in that life. Okay, the eyes are good. I like it. It's softer than I thought, but I kind of like the effect. I feel like it's still dramatic enough. Back to the face. I'm going to use this Manassi 7. I really need to look at this brand because I still haven't even looked at it. I've been using it with my Revolve videos that I've been filming for their channel, but this is the shade Duras. Oh my god, my blush brushes are so foul. Keeping it in the cool toned lane. This is a really nice, like, deep purpley mauve. I think that's very pretty. We might add more blush later, but we'll set that aside for now. I'm going to go in with my concealer now. We'll brighten up underneath the eyes a little bit. Go around the mouth where we get very, very red. You know what? I just realized I would have actually liked to use my Luminous Silk Concealer. Ugh, I find it just like looks a little bit more polished when I do my more glam makeup looks. I just automatically grabbed this because it's right there. But usually when I do my more glam makeup, I would grab that concealer. I just had a little brain toot. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind a little bit lately, okay? Now, I have been uploading videos on YouTube for 12 years. 12 years. And I don't think I've ever talked to you guys about this, but in case, maybe you've noticed, if you've been here for many, many years, I really struggle with titling my YouTube videos. Every single time I upload a video, it's literally such a painful, emotionally taxing moment because I'm so bad with titles, and I have been living up on my little moral high horse saying that I will never clickbait, okay? I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but there are many people who participate in the clickbait life, go a little bit dramatique on the titles, and I think we've all accepted it at this point. Like, people have been doing it for years. It's nothing new, but it was just something that I was always like, oh, you know what? I love my organic growth. I love the community that I have. I'm not gonna like lie to them and clickbait, and instead I shall title this video another weekly vlog. But it's getting to the point where it's like such a struggle, and Dan and I sit there being like, what are we gonna title this? It's another get ready with me, another makeup look, oh, another weekly vlog. I'm truly getting sick of myself, and I'm getting sick of it. And to be honest, YouTube in the last few weeks has implemented a new feature. Again, this is something that you guys wouldn't see, but just on the back end on like the YouTube studio side, they've implemented a new feature where you can test thumbnails, and they've actually been doing that for a while. They've been testing thumbnails. You can put different thumbnail photos up and it'll run a test. And I mean, I don't know how the algorithm works, but it'll serve out different thumbnails to your new viewers and to also your regular community and see which one performs best. So it'll run it for like a week or however long it does, and then you can select the thumbnail that performs the best. And usually I can guess like which thumbnail will do better, but sometimes it surprises me. Sometimes I'm like, oh, you guys like that one, huh? That's very interesting. The data has been interesting. But recently, they've released a new feature that allows you to test the thumbnails and the titles. And listen, I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. The YouTube views are down. The video views are down. Like, we're putting a lot of love and a lot of work and a lot of effort into staying on YouTube. There are so many people who have left YouTube for other apps, who have ditched their full-time YouTube life, and they've gone to TikTok, they've gone to Instagram. I have stayed true to my YouTube world, okay? And I am passionate about my love for YouTube, and I don't know what to say. But the views are down, and I noticed that there's a kind of a direct correlation with view count and whether or not there was any kind of clickbaitiness in the title. So to my people who are here watching this video, to my community who is regularly engaged, and to you guys who are watching the videos, I wanted to let you in on a little secret and just tell you straight up that I am going to be testing clickbait titles and thumbnails going forward. We're gonna run a little test. We're gonna use this new feature on YouTube, and we're gonna test some clickbaity titles and some clickbaity thumbnails versus our regular just weekly vlog vlog titles and see what happens. I'm curious to see the data. I'm curious to see the difference. And to those of you who regularly tune in, it can be our little secret. Just know there's gonna be some little dramatic sentence that I'm going to actively say in my upcoming videos, and that's gonna be the title. So for example, already in this video, I have said, something I've never told you, or something I've never talked about. Like, that's gonna be the title of the video, okay? And I'm just so curious to see if it's gonna make a difference, because to be honest, on the back end, the emphasis in the creator and influencer world is like pretty much 100% on TikTok, which makes me wanna like, you know, I've been posting more on TikTok during this little daily fabulous challenge, and that's so fine, but I just, like, YouTube is my home, it's my preferred platform, and I wanna make it work for me, and I wanna make it work for us. So if that means tossing in a little bit more clickbait here and there to just, you know, reach the people, grow the channel a little bit more, I'm okay with that. I accept that. And again, to my loyal people out there, is this something you have ever noticed? Have you guys ever noticed that I don't really participate in clickbait? Is it something that bothers you? Is it something that you have any particular feelings about? Because to be honest, like, as a YouTube creator, I always fall for the clickbait title. I'll see it and I'll be like, oh, no, wait. Even though I know that it's never that dramatic, but I click on it anyway. I click on it anyway and it gets my view. So if that's what it takes to keep playing ball in the YouTube space, then so be it. I have given 12 beautiful years of never participating in such tactics, but I just wanted to be honest with you guys, something I've never told you before, and let you know that I'm gonna be testing it out going forward. So it could be our little secret. But let me know if you notice it. And I just wanted to tell you that that's what we're gonna be doing. LOL. I don't even know what I just did on my lip. You know when you're doing your makeup in a rush and you're in a panic and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna use, what am I putting on? What is even on my mouth? I also still don't know what I'm wearing, so I'm just gonna go like neutral until I figure it out. And if I need to change my lip after, if it looks weird, then I will, but that's the combo for right now. Endless Cacao, Chanel Boy, Armani No. 7. Oh, powder might be nice. I forgot to mention this in my little favorites video, but I also restocked my Charlotte Tilbury powder. Wah! Do a little dab of that. And as always, the finishing touch, Victoria Beckham Pearl. My face looks so pale. Okay, I gotta go rinse off my tan, and then I'll show you the final look when I take my hair out and we're all ready to go. Sorry guys, it's so dark out now. Oh my goodness, but here is my finished look. You guys know I pulled out my stud dress. I've literally been wearing this to every black tie event I've had since 2022. It is the dress that keeps on giving in moments like these. My little Dior Club bag, Avi. I put some white strips in just to sit on my teeth while I'm in the car. Having mayhem earrings. Meryl is in her hilarious new bed. And that's my look for the night. Feeling very fancy, feeling very fabulous. And this is the finished makeup look and the blowout. So thanks for getting ready with me tonight, fam. And I'll see you all very soon for a new video. Bye! I have no hands, sorry. Bye!